Calhoun High School auditorium and this evening's performance of As You Like It. Our names are Sophie Cavoros
and Kira Baracco,
and we are your stage managers. Here are some reminders before we visit the Forest Garden.
In case of an emergency, please use the exits around you on all sides, which are clearly marked.
The use of flash photography is strictly prohibited, as it is a distraction to our actors.
Additionally, please be sure to silence your ringers, turn off any alarms, and refrain from texting, calling, etc.
Smoking is not permitted anywhere on school property.
There will be a 10-minute intermission between acts. Thank you and enjoy the show.
For my sake, he keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more plainly, stays me here at home unkept. His horses are bred better, for that they are taught their manage, they are fair with their feeding, and riders nearly hired. He lets me feed with his hind, bars me the place of a brother, minds my gentility with my education. This is it that grieves me, Adam. And the spirit of my father, which I think is within me, begins to mutiny against this servitude. I will no longer endure it. Though yet I know no wise remedy on how to avoid it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Go apart, Adam, and thou shalt see how he will shake me up.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing, sir. I am not taught to make anything.
What mar you then, sir?
Marry, sir, I am helping you to mar that which a poor, unworthy brother of yours, with idleness.
Marry, sir, be better employed than be not a while.
Shall I keep your hogs and eat husks with them? What prodigal portion have I spent that I should come to such penury?
Know you where you are, sir?
Aye, sir. Very well. Here in your orchard.
Know you before whom, sir?
I, better than him, I before knows me. I know you are my eldest brother, and in the gentle condition of blood, you should so know me. The courtesy of nations allows you my better, in that you are the firstborn, but the same tradition takes not away my blood. Were there 20 brothers betwixt us, I have the same amount of my father in me as you. Albeit, your coming before me is nearer to his reverence.
What boy?
Come, elder brother, you are too young in this.
Wouldst thou lay hands on me, villain?
I am no villain. I am the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boyce. He was my father, and he is thrice a villain that said such a father begot villain. If thou weren't my brother, I would not keep this hand from thy throat till this other had ripped out thy tongue for saying so. Thou hast railed on thyself.
Masters, be patient, for your father's remembrance be ample.
Let me go and say.
I will not till I please. My father charged you in his will to give me good education. You have trained me like a peasant, obscuring and hiding from me all gentlemanlike qualities. The spirit of my father grows strong in me, and I will no longer endure it. Therefore, give me the poor lottery my father left me by testament. With that, I will go buy my fortune.
And what will thou do? Beg witness bench? Well, sir, get you in. I will no longer be told with you. You shall have some part of your fortune. I pray you leave me.
I will no further offend thee than becomes me for my good.
Get over you, old dog.
Is the old dog my reward? Most true. I have lost my teeth in your service. God be with my old master, for he would not have spoke such a word.
Is it even so? Begin you to grow upon me. I will physic your rankness, and yet give no 1,000 crowns to neither. Holla, Dennis.
Calls your worship?
Was not Charles the Duke's wrestler here to speak with me?
So please you. He's here at the door and he'll purchase access to you.
Call him in. 'Twill be a good way, for tomorrow shall wrestle him.
Good morning, your worship.
Good Monsieur Charles. What's the new news of the new court?
There's no news at the court, sir. But the old news is, the old Duke has been banished by the new Duke, his younger brother, and 3 or 4 loving lords have been put into voluntary exile with him, whose lands and revenues enrich the new Duke, giving them great leave to wander.
Can you tell the Duke's daughter Rosamund, banished from the father?
Oh no, the Duke's daughter, her cousin, still loves her. Being ever from their cradles bred together, she would have followed her exile, or have died to stay behind her.
Where will the old Duke live?
They say he's already in the forest of Arden, and many merry men with him. There, they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say many young gentlemen flock to him every day, and they fleet the time away carelessly as they once did with Golden.
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke?
Marry do I, sir, and I can acquaint you with the matter. I'm given, sir, secretly to understand that your younger brother Orlando hath the disposition to come in against me to try a fall. Tomorrow, I wrestle for my credit, and he who leaves without some broken limb shall acquaint him well. Your brother is but young and tender, and for your love I would loathe to foil him, as is for my own honor if you come in. Therefore, out of my love for you, I come hither to acquaint him with all, that either you stay him from his intendment, or brook him such disgrace well as he shall run into. From there, it is in his own search, and altogether against my will.
Charles, I thank thee for the ultimate, which thou shalt find I most kindly report. I had myself noticed my brother's purpose here, and have by underhand means labored to dissuade him from it. But he is resolute. I tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow of France, a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Therefore use that discretion. I had his league thou didst break his neck as his finger. For I assure thee, and almost with tears I speak it, there is not one so young and so villainous this day living. But I speak of brotherly of him. But should I anatomize him to thee as he is, I must blush and weep, and thou must have pale and wonder.
I'm heartily glad I came hither to you. If you come tomorrow, I'll give him his payment.
Farewell, good Charles. Now will I serve this gamester? I hope I shall see none of him. For my soul, I yet know not why, hates nothing more than he. Yet he is learned, never schooled, and gentle, full of noble device, and all sorts enchanting of love, and especially in the hearts of the people, and especially of my own people who know him best, that I am altogether misprized. But it shall not be so long.
I pray thee, Rosalind, sweet my coz, be merry.
Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of, and would you yet I were merrier. Unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me how to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
Herein I see thou lovest me not with the full weight which I love thee. If my uncle, thy banished father, had banished thy uncle, the Duke my father, so thou hadst been still with me, I could have taught my love to take thy father for mine. So wouldst thou, if the truth of thy love to me were so righteously tempered as mine is to thee.
Well, I forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours.
You know my father hath no child, but I nor none is like to have. And truly, when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. Therefore, my sweet Rose, my dear Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I will, cause, and devise sports. Let me see. What think you of
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
Were you made the messenger?
No, by mine honor, but I was bid to come for you.
Where learned you that oath, fool?
Of a certain knight that swore by his honor that the pancakes were good, and swore by his honor that the mustard was not. Now I'll stand to it. The pancakes were not, and the mustard was good, and yet was not the knight who swore.
I'll prove you that in the great heap of your knowledge.
Ah, never! Now unmuzzle your wisdom.
Stand you both forth now. Stroke your chins and swear by your beards that I am a knave.
By our beards, if you had them, thou
By my knavery, if I had it, then I were. But if you swear by that is not, you are not forsworn. No more was this knight swear for his honor, for he never had any. Or if he had sworn it away before he ever saw his pancakes or mustard.
Prithee, who is it that thou meanest?
One little wretched the father loves.
My father's love is enough to honor him enough. Speak no more of him. He'll be whipped for taxation one of these days.
The more pity that fools may not speak wisely, but wise men do.
By my troth thou sayest true, for since the little wit that fools do have was silence, the little foolery that wise men have makes a great show. Here comes Madame Lebeau, bonjour, Madame Lebeau, what is the news?
Fair princess, you have lost much good sport.
Sport? What color?
You amaze me, ladies. I would have told you of good wrestling, which you have lost the sight of.
Yet tell us the manner of the wrestling.
There comes an old man and his 3 sons, 3 proper young men of excellent growth and presence. The eldest of the 3 wrestled with Charles, the Duke's wrestler, which Charles in a moment threw him and broke 3 of his ribs, but there is little hope of life in him. So he served the 2nd, and so the 3rd. Yonder they lie, poor old man, their father, making such pitiful dole over them, that all the beholders take his part in weeping.
Alas!
But what is the sport, madam? The ladies have lost.
Why, this that I speak of?
Thus the man may grow wiser every day. And it is the first that ever I heard breaking the ribs with sports for ladies.
Or I have promised thee.
Shall we see this wrestling, cousin?
You must if you stay here, for here is the place appointed for the wrestling, and they are ready to perform it.
Oh, they're sure they are coming. Let us now stay and see it.
Come on, since the youth will not be intruded. His own peril on his gorgeous.
Is yonder man?
Even me, madam.
Alas, he's too young and looks successful.
How now, daughter and cousin? Will you come hither to see the wrestling?
I, my liege. So please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. There's such odds in the man. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him. But he will not be intruded. Speak to him, ladies. See if you can move.
Young sir, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
No, fair princess, he is the general challenger. I come at it and others do, to try within the strength of my youth.
Young gentlemen, your spirits are too bold for your years. You've seen cruel proof of this man's strength. If you saw yourself with your eyes or knew yourself with your judgment, the fear of your adventure would counsel you to a more equal enterprise. We pray you, for your own sake, to embrace your own safety and give over this attempt.
Do, young sir. Your reputation, therefore, shall not be misprized. We will make it our suit to the Duke that the wrestling might not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, wherein I confess me much guilty to deny. So fair and excellent ladies, anything. But let your fair eyes and gentle thoughts go with me to my trial, wherein if I be foiled, there is but one shame that is willing to be so. If killed, there is but one dead. I shall do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world no injury, for in it I have nothing. Only in the world will I fill up a place that may be better supplied than I have made it empty.
The little strength that I have, I were it were with you.
And mine speak out hers.
Pray heaven I be deceived in you.
Your heart's desires be with you.
Come! Where is this young gallant who is so desirous to lie with his mother earth?
Ready, sir, but his will have in it a more modest working.
You shall try, with one fall.
No, I want your grace not to intrude to a second, that is so massively dissuaded me from the first.
You mean to mock me after? You should not have mocked me before, but come your ways. Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois.
I would thou had been son to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did still find him to be mine enemy. Thou shouldst have better pleased me with this deed had thou descended from another house. But fare thee well, thou art a gallant youth. I would thou had told me of another father.
I am more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son, and would not change that to be the adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loved Sir Roland as his soul, and all the world was of my father's mind. Had I before known this young man his son, I should have given him tears unto entreaties ere he should thus have entered.
Gentle cousin, let us both thank him and encourage him. Mother's wrath with the case sticks to my heart. Good sir, you have well deserved. You do keep your promises in love, but justly, as you have exceeded all promise. Your mistress shall be happy.
Do, young sir. Your reputation therefore shall not be misplaced. Wear this for me. When one, out of suits of fortune, I could give more, but that her hand lacks the means. Shall we go, cuz?
Aye. Fare you well, fair gentlemen.
Can I not say I thank you? My better parts are all thrown down, and here that is left is but a quintain of your lifeless block.
He pulls us back. My pride held my I'll ask him what he would. Did you call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled very well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Very well.
What passion hangs these weights upon my tongue? I cannot speak at cheer's conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown by Charles or something weaker, masters thee.
Good sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. Yet such is now the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all this you have done. The Duke is humorous, What he is indeed more suits you to conceive than I speak of.
I thank you, ma'am. And which of these two that were at the wrestling was daughter to the Duke?
Neither his daughter, if we judge by manners, but yet indeed the taller is his daughter. The other is daughter to the banished Duke, and here detained by her usurping uncle to keep his daughter company, whose loves are dearer than the natural bond of sisters.
I got much value to you, then. Farewell. Thus must I, from the smoke into the smother, from a tyrant duke to a tyrant brother. But heavenly Rosalind!
Not one to throw at a dog!
No, thy words are too precious to be cast away upon earth. Throw some of them at me. Come, blame me with reasons.
Then there would be two cousins laid up, when the one should be lame with reasons and the other mad without any.
But is all this for your father?
No, Faith. Some of it is for my child's father. Oh, how full of briars is this working day world!
They are but birds, cousin, thrown upon thee in holiday foolery. If we walk not in the trodden paths, our very petticoats will catch them.
I can shake them off my coat. These burrs are in my heart.
Hem them away.
I would try if I could pry him and have him.
Come, wrestle with thy affection.
They take part in the bitter wrestle in myself.
Oh, good wish upon you. But in turning these jests out of service, let us talk in good earnest. Is it possible, on such a sudden, that you should fall into so strong a liking with old Sir Roland's youngest son?
The Duke, my father, loved his father dearly.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly? By this kind of chase I should hate him. For my father hated Lord his father dearly, but I hate not Orlando.
No, Faith, hate him not for my sake.
Why should I not? Doth he not deserve well?
Let me love him for that. And do you love him because I do? Here comes the Duke.
With his eyes full of anger.
Mistress, dispatch thee with thy safest haste, and get you from our court.
Me, uncle.
You, cousin, within these 10 days, if that thou be found so near our public court as 20 miles thou diest for it.
I do beseech your grace. Let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. If with myself I hold intelligence, or have acquaintance with mine own desires, if that I do not dream or be not frantic, as I do trust that I do not, then, dear uncle, never so much as a thought unborn did I ever offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. If their purgation did consist in words, they're as innocent as grace itself. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me whereon the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy father's daughter, there's enough.
So was I when your highness took his dukedom. So was I when your highness banished him. Treason is not inherited, my lord. Or if we did derive it of our friends, what is that to me? My father was no traitor. Then good, my liege, mistake me not so much to think that my poverty is treachery.
Dear sovereign, hear me speak.
Aye, Celia, we stay her for your sake, else she had with her father arranged them all.
I did not then entreat to have her stay. It was your pleasure and your own remorse. I was too young that time to value her, but now I know her. If she be a traitor, why so am I. We still have slept together, rose at an instant, learned, played, eat together, and wheresoever we went, like Juno's swan, still we went, coupled and inseparable.
She is too subtle for thee, and her smoothness, her very silence, and her patience speak to the people, and they pity her. That will show more bright, and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Then open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is my doom, which I have passed upon her. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
For a fool, he is. Provide yourself. If you outstay the time, upon mine honor, and in the greatness of my word, you die.
Oh, my poor Austin, whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I will give thee mine. I charge thee, be not thou more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
Thou hast not, cousin. Prithee, be cheerful. Knowest thou not that you have banished me, his daughter?
That he hath not.
No, hath not. Rosalind lacks then the love which teacheth thee that thou and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No! Let my father seek another heir. Devise with me how we may fly, whither to go and what to bear with us. And do not seek to take your change upon me, to bear your griefs yourself and to leave me out. Now, by this heaven, and at our sorrows pale, say what thou canst. I'll go along with thee.
Why? Whither shall we go?
To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden.
Alas, what dangers will it be to us, made as we are to travel forth so far? Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold.
I'll put myself in poor and mean attire, like duty. So shall we pass along and never stir assailants?
Were it not better, because I am more than common tall, that all points did suit me like a man, a broad gallant axe upon my thigh, a broad spear in my hand and in my heart, lie there with hidden women fear their will have a swashing and a martial outside, that do reflect their coward semblances.
And what shall I call you when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse than Job's own page. And look, you call me Ganymede. But what will you be called?
Something that hath a reference to my state. No longer Celia, but Aliena!
My cousin, what if we essayed to steal that clownish fool from your father's court? Would he not be comfort to our travel?
He'll go along o'er the wide world with me. Leave me alone to woo him. Let's away, get our jewels and our wealth together. Devise the fittest time and safest way that will hide us from pursuit that will be made after my flight. Now go we in content to liberty and not to banishment!
More free from peril than the envious court. Here feel we not the penalty of Adam, the season's difference of the icy fang and churlish chiding of the winter's wind, which when it bites and blows upon my body until I shrink with cold, I smile and say, this is no flattery. These are counselors that feelingly persuade me to what I am. Sweet are the uses of adversity, which like the toad, ugly and venomous, which yet a precious jewel upon his head. And this, our life, exempt from public taunt, find homes in the trees, books in the running brooks, and sermons in stones, and good in everything.
I would not change it. Happy is your grace that can translate the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet and so sweet a style.
Come, do we go to fill us some medicine? It irks me to poor natural fools, being native burghers of this desert city, which in their own confines and forked heads have their rounded haunches, Lord.
Indeed, my lord, the melancholy Jaques grieves at that, and in that kind swears you do more you serve. Then doth your brother who hath banished you. Today, my lord of Amiens and myself did steal behind him, as he lay under an oak, whose antique roof peeps out, upon the road that brawls along this wood, to the which place a poor sequestered stag, that from the hunter's aim had taken a hurt, did come to languish. And indeed, my lord, the wretched animal heaved forth such groans that their discharge did stretch his leathern coat almost to bursting.
But what say J. Did he not moralize this spectacle?
Oh, yes, into 1,000 similes. First, for his weeping into the needless stream. Poor dear, quoth he, thou makest a testament, as worldlings do, giving thy sum of more to that which had too much, than being there alone, left in abandon of his velvet friend. 'Tis right, quoth he, thus misery doth part, the flux of company, anon a careless herd, full of pasture, chokes along by him, and never stays to greet him. Aye, quoth Jaques, sweep on, you fat and greasy citizens, wherefore do you look upon this poor and broken bankrupt there? Thus most invectively he pierceth through the body of country, city, court. Yea, and of this our life, that we are mere usurpers, tyrants, and what's worse, to fright the animal and to kill them up in their assigned and native dwelling place.
And did you leave him in this contemplation?
We did, my lord, weeping and commenting upon the sobbing deer.
Show me this place. I love to cope him in these sullen fits, for then he's full of matter.
I will bring you to him straight.
Can it be possible that no man saw them? It cannot be. Some villains of my court are of consent and sufferance in this.
I cannot hear of any that deceive her. The ladies, her tents of her chamber, saw her a bed, but in the morning early they found the bed untreasured with their mistress.
My lord, the boyish clown at whom so oft your graces wont to laugh is also missing. Hesperia, the princess's gentlewoman, confesses that she secretly overheard your daughter and her cousin much commend the parts and graces of the wrestler that did but lately foil the sinewy Charles, and she believes, wherever they have gone, that youth is surely in their company.
Find his brother, fetch me that gallant youth. If he be absent, bring his brother to me. I'll make him find him. Do this suddenly, and let not search and inquisition fail to bring again these foolish runaways.
Who's there?
What? My headmaster. Oh, my headmaster. Oh, my sweet master. Oh, memory of Ulster Roland. Why? What's making here?
Why? What's the matter?
Oh, unhappy youth. Come not within these walls. Within this roof, the enemy of all your graces lives. Your brother hath heard your praises, and by this night he means burn the lodging which you used to lie, and you within it. If you fail of that, he hath other means to cut you off. I overheard him and his practices. This is no place, this house is but a butchery. Abhor it, fear it, do not enter it.
Why? Whither, Adam, what dost thou have me go?
No matter whither, so you come not here.
Yet this I will not do. Do as I must, I would rather subject myself to the malice of a bloody brother and a diverted blood.
But do not so. I have 500 crowns, which I did store to be my fosterers when service, should my old limbs lie living, and unregarded age in corners thrown. Here's the gold. All this I give you. Let me be your servant. Let me go with you. I will do the service of a younger man in all his business and necessities.
Good old man, how well in thee appears the constant service of the antique world, when service sweat for duty, not for meed. Thou art not for the fashion of these times, when men only sweat for promotion, and do choke their service up even with the habit. 'Tis not so with thee, but, good old man, thou prunest the rotten tree, and in lieu of all thy pains in husbandry. But come thy way, then when they have thy youthful wages spent, will light upon some settled low content.
Master, go on, and I will follow thee to the last gasp with truth and loyalty. For 17 years till now, almost 80, here lived I, but now live here no more.
Oh, most gentle Jupiter, how merry are my spirits!
You're not my spirits, and my legs were not weary.
I could find it in my heart to disgrace my men's apparel and to cry like a woman. But I must comfort the weaker vessel, as doublet and hose ought to show itself. Therefore, courageous, good Aliena.
I pray you bear with me. I cannot go no further!
For my part, I'd rather bear with you than bear you. Yeah, I should bear no cross if I did bear you. But I think you have no money in your purse.
Well, this is the forest of Arden!
I know it, my Arden! The more fool I. When I was at home, I was in a better place, where chaplains must be content.
Aye, be so good, Sir Shore. Look who comes here, a young man in old woollen, in solemn talk.
That is the way to make her scorn you still.
Oh, Corin, then thou knewest how I do love her.
I hardly guess, for I have loved her now.
No, Corin, being old, thou canst not guess. Though, in thy youth, thou wast as true a lover as ever sat upon a midnight pillow. But, if thy love were ever like to mine, as sure I think did never man love so, how many actions most ridiculous hast thou been drawn to by thy fantasy?
Into 1,000 that I have forgotten.
Oh, thou didst ever love so heartily. If thou rememberest not the slightest folly that ever love did make thee run into, thou hast not loved. Or if thou hast not sat as I do now, wearing thy hearer in thy mistress's praise, thou hast not loved. Or if thou hast not broken company abruptly, as my passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe!
Alas, poor shepherd, searching for that wound. I have, by peradventure, found my own.
And I mine. I remember when I was in love. I broke my sword upon a stone, and bade him take that for coming a night to Jane Smile. And I remember the kissing of her fatler, and the cow dogs that her pretty chopped hands had milked. And I remember the word of a peace cod from instead of her, from whom I took 2 cods, and gave her them again, said with weeping tears, where these for my sake? We that are true lovers run into strange capers. But if all is mortal in nature, so is all nature and love mortal in folly.
Thou speakest wiser than thou art aware of.
Nay, I ne'er be aware of my own wit till I break my shins against it.
I pray one of you question yon man if he forgot to give us any food. I faint almost to death.
Hola, you clown!
Peace, fool! She's not thy kinsman.
Who calls?
You're better, sir.
Else are they very wretched?
Peace, I say. Good evening to your friend.
And to you, gentle sir, and to you all.
I prithee, shepherd, if that clever gold can in this desert place buy entertainment, bring us where we may rest ourselves and feed. Ha ha! For here, a young maid who's traveled much in rest and faint succor.
Fair sir, I pity her, which for her sake more than for mine own, my fortunes were more able to relieve her. But I am shepherd to another man, do not shear the fleeces I graze. My master is of a churlish disposition, little rest to find the way to heaven by doing deeds of hospitality. Besides, his coat, flocks, and bounds of feet are now on sale, and a sheep coat now. By reason of his absence, there is nothing that you will be on. But what is? Come see, and in my voice was welcome shall you be.
What is he that shall buy the flock and pasture?
The young swain that you saw here but erewhile, little cares for buying anything.
If I stand with honesty, buy the cottage, flock, and the pasture, for if thou pay for it of us.
And we will mend thy wages. I like this place and willingly could waste my time in it.
Assuredly the thing is to be sold. Come with me. Do you like upon report the
soil, profit, and this kind of life, I will your very faithful feeder be, and hide with your gold right suddenly.
But winter and rough weather.
More. I could be more.
It will make you melancholy, Monsieur Jacques.
I thank you. Come, more. I'm with you. I can suck melancholy out of a song as weasel sucks eggs. Come, more.
My voice is ragged. I know I cannot please you.
I do not desire you to please me. I do desire you to sing. Come, more. Another stanza.
What you will, Monsieur Jacques.
Nay, call me not their names. They owe me nothing. Will you sing?
Word of your request, and to please myself.
Well, if I ever thank any man, I'll thank you. But that they call compliment is like the encounter of two dog apes. And when a man thanks me heartily, he thinks I have given him a penny, and he has rendered me the beggarly thanks. Come, sing, and all you that will not, hold your tongues. Verse to this note that I made yesterday, despite my adventure.
And I'll sing it. Thus it goes. If it do come to pass that any man turn ass, leaving his wealth and ease, a stubborn will to please, Duke Dame, Duke Dame, Duke Dame, Duke Dame, here shall we see rose fools as he, and if he will come to me.
It's a Greek invocation to call fools into a circle. Now, I shall go to sleep, and if I cannot, I will rail against all the firstborn of Egypt.
And I'll go seek the Duke. His banquet is prepared.
Dear master. I can go no further. Oh, I die for food. Here, lie I down and measure out my grave. Farewell, kind master.
Why, how now, Adam? Live a little, cheer thyself a little. If this uncouth forest yield anything savage, I would rather be food for it, or bring it for food to thee. Come on, Adam. I shall bear you to some shelter, and thou shalt not die for some lack of dinner.
compact of jars was musical. We shall shortly destroy these spheres. Go seek him. Tell him how to speak with them.
He saves my labor by his own approach.
Why, how now, monsieur? What a life is this, that you poor friends must woo your company? But you look merrily.
A fool! A fool! I am a fool in the forest. A motley fool, a miserable world. As I do live by food, I met a fool in the forest, who laid him down and basked in the sun, and railed on Lady Fortune in good terms, in good set terms, and yet a motley fool. Good morrow, fool, quoth I. No, sir, quoth he. Call me not fool, till heaven hath sent me fortune. And then he drew a dial from his poke, and looking upon it with lackluster eyes, says very wisely, it is 10 o'clock. Thus we may see, quoth he, how the world wags. 'Tis but 1 hour ago since it was 9, and in 1 hour more 'twill be 11. And so from hour to hour we write, and from hour to hour we rot and rot. And thereby hangs a tale. When I did hear the motley fool thus marvel on time, my lungs began to crow like chanticleer, that fools could be so deep and contemplative. And I did laugh, sans intermission, an hour by his dial. O noble fool, a worthy fool, motley is the only wear.
What fool is this?
A worthy fool, one who hath been a courtier, and says if ladies be but young and fair, they have the gift to know it. And in his brain, which is as dry as the remainder biscuit after a long voyage, he hath observations, crammed in strange places, the which he vents in mangled forms. Oh, that I were a fool! I am ambitious for the motley coat.
Thou shalt have one.
It is my only suit. And they that are most gallant with my folly, they most must laugh. And why, sir, must they so? The wise as plain as the way to parish church. He that the fool doth very wisely hit, doth foolishly, although he smart, seems senseless of the bond. If not, the wise man's folly is anatomized, even by the swandering glances of the fool.
Fie on me. I can tell what thou would do.
But what for a counter would I do with good?
Most mischievous foul sin and chiding sin, for thou thyself hast been a libertine, as sensual as the brutish thing itself, and all the embossed sores and headed evils, that thou with license of free foot hast caught, wouldst then disgorge into the general world.
Why who cries out on pride, that can there untax any private party? Doth it not flow as hugely as the sea, to the weary very means to ebb? What woman in a city do I name, when I say that city woman bears the cost of princes on unworthy shoulders? Who can come in and say that I mean her, when such a one as she is her neighbor? Or what is he of the basest function, that says his bravery is not on my cost, but there ensues his folly to the metal of my speech? Look but who comes here.
Forbear! No more!
Why, I have eaten none yet.
Nor shalt not till necessity be served.
Of what kind should this cup come of?
Art thou thus golden, man, by thy distress, thus a rude despiser of good manners, that in civility thou seemst so empty?
Forbear, I say, that he dies that touches any of this fruit, till I in my affairs are answered.
And you will not be answered with reason. I must die.
What would you have? Your gentleness shall force, when then your force move us to gentleness.
I almost died for food. Let me have it.
Sit you down and eat, and welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently. Pardon me, I pray you. I thought that all things had been savage here, and therefore put I on the countenance of stern commandment.
Sit you down in gentleness, and take upon command what help we have that your wanting may be ministered.
Then but forbear your food a little while. While like a doe I go to find my farm. There is but an old man who behind me hath many a weary step, burdened by 2 weak evils, age and hunger. Till I return, I shall not touch a bit.
Go seek him, and we will nothing waste till you return. Thou seest we're not all alone unhappy. This wide and universal theater presents more woeful pageants than the stage wherein we play.
All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players, each with their entrances and exits. And one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being of 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in his nurse's arms, and then the schoolboy, with shining morning face and his satchel, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrows. And then the soldier, bearded like the pard, full of strange oaths, jealous in honor, quick and sudden in quarrel, and seeking the bubble's reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly, with good cape and line, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part, and the sixth age shifts into lean and slippered pantaloons, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved for a world too wide, for his shrunk shank and big manly voice, turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. And last scene of all, to end this strange and eventful history, his second childishness and near oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Welcome. Set you down your venerable burden and let it be.
I thank you most for him. So happy to you. I scarce can speak to thank you for myself.
Welcome. Fall in. I will not trouble you as yet to question you about your fortunes. Give us music, good cousin, and sing.
Blow, blow down your wind, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. Thy tooth is not so keen because thou art not seen, although thy breath be rude. Hey ho, sing hey ho. Hey ho, sing hey ho. Hey ho, sing hey ho unto the green holly. Most friendship is sweet and most loving your folly. Freeze, freeze, thou bitter sky, that dost not bite so nigh as benefits for God. Though thou the waters warm, that sing not bite so sharp as friend remember not.
If that you were, the good Sir Roland's son, as you whispered faithfully you were, be truly welcome hither. I'm the Duke that loved your father, the resident of your fortune. Go to my cave and tell me it. Good old man, thou art right welcome as thy masters, supported by the arm. Give me your hand, and let me all your fortunes understand.
Not seen him since. Sir, that cannot be. But were I not the better part made mercy, I should not seek to make an absent argument of my revenge without resent. But look to it. Find out thy brother, wheresoe'er he is. Seek him with candle, bring him dead, or living, within this 12-month, or turn thou no more to seek a living within our territory. Thy lands and all things thou dost call thine, worth seizure, do we seize into our hands, till thou canst quit thee by thy brother's mouth of what we think against thee.
Oh, your highness, you are harsh in this. I have never loved my brother in my life.
More villain thou. Well, push him out of doors, and let my officers of such a nature make an extent upon his house and lands. Do this expediently, and turn him going.
of my love. And thy thrice-crowned queen of night, survey with thy chaste eye from thy pale sphere above. These trees shall be my books, and in their thoughts I'll character, that every eye which in this forest looks shall see thy virtue, witnessed everywhere. Run, run, Orlando, carve on every tree, the fair, the chaste, and unexpressive she.
How like you this shepherd's life, Touchstone?
In respect to some shepherd, it is a good life. In respect, it is a shepherd's life. It is not. In respect, it is a solitary life. I like it very well. But in respect that it is a private life, ooh, it is a very vile life. Now, in respect, it is in the fields, it pleaseth me well. But in respect that it's on the court, it is very tedious. As you see, shepherd, as there's more plenty in it, it goes much against my stomach. Hast any philosophy of thee, shepherd?
No more that I know. The more one sickens, the worse that he's needed. And that he that wants money, means and content, without 3 good friends. The property of rain is too wet and fire to burn. That good pasture makes fat sheep. That the great cause of the night is the lack of the sun. And that he that hath not learned by nature nor heart may complain of good breeding or come to a very dull timber.
Such a one is a natural philosopher. Was never a court shepherd?
No, truly.
Then thou art damned.
Nay, I hope.
Truly, thou art damned. Like an ill-roasted egg, all on one side.
For not being at court, your reason.
Why? If thou never was at court, thou never sawest good manners. And if thou never sawest good manners, bad manners must be wicked. And wickedness is sin, and sin is damnation. Thou art in a part of the state, shepherd.
Not a whit, Touchstone. Those that are good manners at the court are as ridiculous in the country as the behavior of the country are most mockable at the court. You told me you salute not at the court, but you kiss your hands. That courtesy would be uncleanly if courtiers were shepherds.
Instance, briefly. Come instance.
And why? When we are still handling our youth and their fells, which you know are greasy.
Instance, shepherd, instance.
Besides, our hands are hard.
Your lips will feel them the sooner. Most shallow man. A more salary instance, I say come.
And they're often tarred over with the surgery of our sheep. And would you have us kiss tar? The courtier's hands are perfumed with civet.
Do not your courtier's hands sweat? It is a grease from mine as wholesome as the sweat of a man. Most shallow man. A more salary instance, I say come.
You were too courtly fit for me. I'll rest.
Wilt thou rest stand? God help thee, shallow man. God make incision in thee. I cannot see how else thou should escape.
Sir, I am a true laborer. I earn that I eat, own that I wear, owe no man happiness, and be no man. Glad of other men's good, content with my harm, and the greatest of my pride, see my ewes graze and my lambs suck.
That is another simple sin in you, to bring the ewes and the rams together, and to offer to get your population by cattle, to be bought to a boa, and to betray a she-lamb of 12 months to a cucket, created all painted ram, and of all reasonable match. If thou be is not damned for this, the devil himself will have no shepherds. I cannot see how else thou should escape.
Here comes young Master Canyon, my new mistress's brother.
From the east to western inn, no jewel is like Rosalind, her worth being mounted in the wind. Through all the world fairest Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined, are with black to Rosalind. Let no face be kept in mind, but the fair of Rosalind.
Our rhyme is so 8 years together. Dinner and suppers expected. It is the very bright butter woman's makes and markets.
Out, fool!
Or it takes. If the heart's like a kite, let him seek out Rosaline. If the cat will after kind, so be sure will Rosaline. Winter garments must be lined, so must slender Rosaline. He that grief must sheathen die, then to cart with Rosaline. Sweetest nut has sourest rind, such a nut is Rosaline. He the sweetest rose will find, must find mother's pricking Rosaline. This is the very false Alex of verses. Why do you infect yourself with them?
Peace, you doleful! I found it on a tree.
Truly the tree of bad fruit.
I'll grapple with you, and then I shall grapple with the meddler. Then it will be the earliest fruit in the country, for you'll be brought ere you'll be half ripe. And that's the great virtue of a meddler.
You have said. Let a wise know. Let the foolish judge.
Peace, you doleful! Stand aside. Here comes my sister, breathing.
Why should this a desert be? For it is unpeopled. No. Tongues I'll hang on every tree, that shall civil sayings show. Some, how brief the life of man runs his erring pilgrimage, that the stretching of a span buckles at the sum of age. Some, of violated vows, twixt the souls of friend and friend, but upon the fairest foes, or at every sentence end, will I, Rosalind of Sprite, teaching all that read to know, the quintessence of every sprite, heaven would in little show. Therefore, heaven nature charged that one body should be filled with all graces wide and long. Nature presently distilled, Helen's cheek, but not her part. Cleopatra's majesty, Atalanta's better. Set with Cleopstra's modesty, thus Rosalind of many parts. By heavenly synod was devised, of many faces, eyes, and hearts, to have the touches dearest prized. Heaven would that she these gifts should have, and I to live and die her slave.
Oh, most gentle Jupiter, what tedious homily of love have you buried your parishioners with all, and have never cried, have patience, good people.
Oh no, that friend shepherd, go off a little. Go with him, Sirrah.
Come, shepherd, let us make an honorable retreat, not the back of baggage, but with this privilege.
Didst thou hear these verses? Oh yes, I heard them all and more too, for some of them had in them more feet than the verses would bear.
That's no matter, the feet might bear the verse.
I but feet were lame in the verse, and therefore stood lamely without the verse.
But didst thou hear without wondering how thy name should be hanged and carved upon these trees?
I was 7 of the 9 days out of wonder before you came. For look what I found on a palm tree. I was never so begrimed since Pythagoras' time, for then I was an Irish rat, which I can hardly remember.
Trow you who hath done this,
Is it a man?
and a chain that you once wore about his neck, change you color?
I prithee who?
Oh, Lord. Lord, it is a hard matter for friends to meet, but mountains may be removed with earthquakes in so encounter.
Nay, but who is it?
Is it possible?
I prithee, tell me who it is with most petitionary vehemence. Tell me who it is!
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, and most wonderful, wonderful, and yet again wonderful, and after that, how do all look me?
Dost thou think, though I am compared
speaks that wrong true mate.
In faith, cuz, 'tis he. Orlando.
Alas, the day! What shall I do with my living hope? What did he when I crossed him? What said he? How remains he? Where and went he? Did he ask for me? How remains he? How parted he with me? Did he ask? Tell me one word!
You must already go back to his mouth first. 'Tis a word too great for any mouth this age's size. To say I and no to these particulars is more than to answer to catechism.
Does he know that I'm in this force and in immense peril? Looks he as freshly as the day he wrestled?
It is as easy to count enemies as it is to resolve the propositions of a lover. Take a taste of my wine in hand and relish it with good observance. I found him under a tree like a dropped ale.
It may be called Job's tree if it gives forth such fruit.
Give me audience, good madam.
Proceed.
Fair lady, stretched along like a wounded knight.
Though it be like to see such ground.
Cry Allah to the tongue, I prithee, curse unceasingly. I should sing my song without word, and thou bringest me out of it.
Do you not know I am a woman? When I think I must speak. Sweet, say on! Bring me out! 'Tis he. Slip by and note him.
No, 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 no. I thank you for your company with good faith. I have as least been being myself alone.
For fashion's sake, I do thank you for your society.
God, Bobby, let's be as little as we can.
I do desire we may be better strangers.
I pray you more no more treaties, like writing love songs in their bars.
I pray you more no more of my verses with reading them ill-favoredly.
Rosalind is your love's name?
Yes, just.
I do not.
There was no thought of pleasing you when she was christened.
Of what stature is she?
Just as high as my heart.
You are full of pretty answers. Have you not been acquainted with goldsmiths' wives and conned them out of rings?
Not so, but I answer you, my printed law, to whence you have studied your questions.
You have a nimble wit. I think 'tis native Atalanta's heels. Come, sit with me, and we two will rail against our mistress the world and all our misery.
I will chide no breather in the world but myself, against whom I know most faults.
The worst fault you have is to be in love.
'Tis a fault I will not change for your best virtue. I am weary of you.
By my troth, I was seeking for a fool when I found you.
Oh, look, he is drowned in the brook. Look within, and you shall see him.
There I shall see my own figure.
Which I take to be either a fool or a cipher.
I'll tarry with you no longer. Farewell, good Senor Love.
I am glad of your departure. Adieu, good Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to him with a saucy lackey, and under that habit play the knave with him.
Do you hear, Forster? Very well. What would you?
I pray you, what is it o'clock?
You should ask me what time of day. There is no clock in the forest.
Then there is no true lover in the forest. Else dying every minute and groaning every hour would detect the foot of time as lazy, as well as a clock.
And why not the swift foot of time? Had not that been as proper?
By no means, sir. Time travels in diverse places with diverse persons. I'll tell you who time trots withal, who time ambles withal, who he stands still withal, and who he gallops withal.
I prithee, who doth he trot withal?
He trots hard with a young maid, from the contract of her marriage to the day it is solemnized. If the interim be but a 7th night, time's pace feels the length of a 7 year.
Who ambles time withal?
With a priest that lacks Latin, and a rich man who hath not the gout. For the one sleeps easily because he cannot study, and the other lives merrily because he feels no pain. The one learning a lean and tedious penury, and the other no burden at all. These time ambles withal.
Who doth he trot withal?
He trots hard to the gallows, for though he goes as softly as foot can fall, he thinks himself too soon there.
Who stays it still withal?
With the lawyers in the vacation, where they sleep from term to term, and they perceive not how time moves.
Where dwell you, pretty youth?
With his shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest, like fringe upon a petticoat.
Your accent is something finer than one
other.
I prithee, recount some of them.
No. I will not cast away my physic on those that are sick. But there is a man, haunts this forest, carving out our young plants, deifying the name of Rosalind. He hangs odes upon parklands, elegies on brambles. If I could meet that handsome monger, I would give him some good counsel, for he seems to have the quotidian of love upon him.
I am he that is so love-shaped. I pray you, tell me your remedy.
My uncle taught me to know a man in love, which I'm sure is a cage you are not prisoner.
What were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye and sunken, which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. And a beard neglected, which you have not. But I pardon you for that. For you simply having a beard neglected is your younger brother's revenue. So that your hose should be unguarded, your bonnet unbanded, your sleeve unbuttoned, and your shoe untied. For everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you are of no such man. You are either quick device in your accoutrements,
Fair youth,
as loving yourself and seeming the love of any other.
fair youth, I would I could make thee believe I love.
You must make her that you love believe it, which I believe she's apter to do than to confess she does, which is the lie women still give to their conscience. But are you he that hangs the odes upon the tree, wherein Rosalind is so admired?
By the white hand of Rosalind, I am he! That unfortunate he.
But are you as in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is merely a madness, and I tell you, deserves as well as a whip and hard men do. And the reason why they are not so punished and cured is that the lunacy is so ordinary that the whippers are in love too. Yet I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any so?
Yes, one, and in this manner. Oh. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and I sent him every day to woo me. And I, being but a mulish youth, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, apish, shallow, inconstant, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything, as women and men are most cattle of his color. Now like him, then loathe him, then entertain him, then forswear him, then weep for him, then spit at him, that I drag my suitor from his madness of love to a living humor of madness. And thus I cured him, and I would cure you, and I would take the sound sheep of your heart and sweep it clean, for you will not have one spot of love in it.
I would not be cured, you.
I would cure you. If you would but come to my coat every day to woo me.
Now, by the faith of my love, I will. Tell me where it is.
You must call me Rosalind, and come to my coat, and show me where you live within the forest.
With all my heart, good youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind. Will you go, sister?
The knob under it, if
Okay,
you
I was
twist
really
it this way,
Yeah.
will allow you to move any angle.
That's what I really needed because.
So my bad. I
Yeah,
should
no,
go
it's
to that.
okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Second act,
Hey,
I'll
Dorothy.
find
Can I speak to the director or somebody could help me out with the names and where we are?
Yes, he should be.
It doesn't have to be him, it can just be somebody who knows the people.
Can I give him to like Kira or it's already?
Oh, the people?
Yeah, I just have pictures, I just need to know who they are.
There are headshots with names.
I know, I just rather actually get
okay.
them. I don't want to make a guess.
Potentially Kira. Here she can. Okay.
Thank you.
I got it. You want water? You want water? You guys are cheap dates. Do you want a snack? Oh, I'll get you.
And there's I bought it with my own money.
I'm gonna find it. I have a bird.
I got you need a water?
You're welcome. I spent $5 for that. Let's see, I heard I'll sit there. Hope this comes out. Have you love? Socks, because I love these socks. They were so cool. No, did you see the ones I got back? Did I show you? Yeah, perfect, like, wearing that. I was on a plane camp once, I sang.
All I know is that I saw.
Yeah, that's all. There, I can't wait till that line. It doesn't absence.
That was mine.
Like high school music.
Not have his own car.
No, it wasn't driving.
You're welcome. Does he drive Jeff's car to school?
What?
Scary Bob? That's the only top one that tastes like homemade. Oh no, Boom Chicken Boom. You know, I found a 1-4-pack of Orville Red Vodka microwave popcorn. Yeah. I use a pair of pockets.
What? Freedom. The guy's strong. Look at the map.
Oh yeah.
They didn't score with us.
I found some before the game right
They're not called Buggles? It's not Bubbles?
Bugles. They're like Fritos, but shaped like corn.
I don't really know. I'm going to show him something. Watch this. Well, maybe she doesn't have anything.
Oh, yeah.
No, she doesn't have it. She's always on her story. Wait. I wanted to show. Do you follow her? Where is
Dad.
You know, there's a limit on the number of snacks you allow. I think you're
Oh, where is it?
What?
I don't know.
Did you see that? Yeah, I think we gotta.
I want to.
Oh, you wanted to show me something? Here, Bob. I think they may want to see that.
I want to show, you know, with Jeffrey's friend. It's like,
It's like she's being a doormat.
I guess they like
a house plant.
every summer.
Yeah. Sophie.
She's on a competitive.
I'll edit.
Water skiing team where they go like 20 girls in a line down and they do like that. Like it's the craziest thing. I know. It's so cool. Like grew up here. But the mom always had it on her. Yeah, but this is a line of like literally 20 girls.
All from the same boat?
Hi. Yeah, people. Hello, where are you going? You're banished to the dungeon.
Maybe I'll just ask the mom to send me a video.
I'm gonna go sit down.
Hello, I'm literally just waiting.
Huh?